Hi, I hope you're doing fantastic. My name is Sam, and today on Mind the Leaves, I want to give you all of the secrets, tips, and tricks to help you take care of your air plants. So these super cute, fascinating plants actually originate from places like Mexico and Central and Southern America, but they make a fantastic houseplant no matter where you live in the world. Air plants are actually a very easy care plant, but of course, there's a few things to know. Light. You're going to want to give these guys some bright indirect light. In the wild, they would actually be attached to trees because they're epiphytes. It's pretty cool. They would be covered by the canopy, so they wouldn't be getting any of that super harsh direct sunlight. So although your air plants can handle maybe a little bit of morning sun or some soft evening sun, definitely don't give them any of that harsh mid-afternoon sun. It will burn them. Temperature. How warm do they like it? Air plants are really going to prefer between 50 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So basically room temperature. If you're comfortable in your home, your air plant will be too. Fertilizer. Using a fertilizer is said to help them both bloom and pop. I don't use any fertilizer on mine and I never have. Mine still bloom and mine still pop. It seems to be mostly a personal decision. If you're going to use a fertilizer though, make sure that you're using something that is specific for epiphytes or bromeliads. That'll give you your best results. Watering. This is the super important part when it comes to air plants, and this is where all of the confusion seems to lie. If you've done research previously on air plants, you've probably noticed that a lot of different people give you a lot of different advice. Some people say to mist, some people say to soak, and then even within that, how many times do you mist? How long do you soak for? There's so much confusion and so much information. So what's the deal? Basically, what I've learned about air plants is that they're actually extremely versatile, and it sort of depends on the person whether or not they can mist or soak. I have personally tried both misting and soaking, and I have to say that soaking works so much better for me. When I was misting, I would have to mist like once a day or more often, which is just a whole lot of work that I don't want to have to do every day. I would much rather just soak them for about 30 minutes once a week. So much easier, and I personally find that my air plants are so much more hydrated, so much happier. I give them room temperature or slightly warm water. Now I have read that rainwater is the best for these plants, but I personally use tap and I've had no problems myself. I soak my plant for about 30 minutes once a week, but like I said, there's a lot of different advice out there. I have seen people advise to soak air plants from anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 or more hours. So there's a huge range there. 20 minutes to an hour seems like the right window for good results. Anything less than 20 minutes, I would say you might not be fully hydrating your plant. Not necessarily saying that over an hour is over hydrating your plant or causing any problems. I just think it's completely unnecessary. If you are noticing that a lot of the leaves on your air plant are turning crispy, then it means that it needs more water. So you need to start soaking it about twice a week if that happens. So the roots on the air plant actually don't help it absorb nutrients or water. The only purpose that they serve is to fix to trees. So if you're going to fix your air plant to like a mounting plaque or something like that, it would be beneficial to keep these on because then you could staple them down or whatever you wanted to do. But because I just keep mine in enclosures, they serve absolutely no purpose for me. So I'm actually just going to snip them right off. So we've got a bowl of room temperature water here. I'm just gonna pop my air plants in. Leave them to soak, put a timer on for 30 minutes and walk away. After your 30 minutes is done, you can pull them out and give them a really good shake just to get the excess water off of them. And then you can let them rest upside down if it's possible, on their side otherwise. Something to know about air plants is that they will only bloom for you once. So after they've bloomed, very often they'll pup. This one here was the original, and it bloomed for me last year, and then it produced this huge pup. So I could separate these if I wanted to have two separate air plants, or if I wanted to, I could just keep letting it grow, and eventually it will actually create a perfect sphere of air plants, each section only blooming once. If this video was helpful for you, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Tell me all about your air plants in the comments below. Which one's your favorite and how do you care for them? This is Mind the Leaves, and I hope you're taking care of your plants and yourself.